get it all out of the way now. So when I'm laying down, I always want to cough. Okay, so there's quite a few people here today. That's good. Nice to see everyone. Recognize a few regulars. Okay. So we've got a few, well, not new exercises, but I'm mixing it up a bit today. I've just had a bit of a remix of some of my exercises. So it's going to be a little bit faster today, maybe. Obviously, you can take a rest whenever you want to. But if you want a bit more of a challenge, it's quite cold today, so I kind of want to just keep warm and keep moving and get us a bit active and work those core muscles, of course. Okay, so we're going to make a start because it's 12:30. There's still people coming in, but they can just join us when they can. So we're going to start off on our hands and knees today. Shock horror. Just having a little stretch first, okay? So we're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, and if you need any kind of extra padding or anything, you can always use a rolled up blanket or a towel or something. If you have a hard floor, obviously everyone's a bit different. Don't know what setup you guys all have at home, so just make yourself comfortable. And then just have a soft bend in your elbow. We're just going to do a couple of cat-cow stretches. So we're going to draw the belly in and up, tuck the pelvis under, and just relax the head, give it a shake. And then we take it the other way. So we lift our head up, we drop the belly down and arch the low back. 3 more of these. So we're just going to draw the belly in, tuck pelvis, round the low back, and then arch the low back. Lift the head up and look up. Good, 2 more. So breathe however you want to breathe on this one, guys. Sometimes I say kind of exhale and just keep the belly in and up, but if it feels better to inhale, then that's fine. Just keep breathing. Couple more. And back the other way. Good. Now we're going to sit back slightly towards the heels, about halfway, and then we're going to try the same move, okay? So we're almost sitting all the way back onto our heels, and then we're going to scoop around and then arch. Just 4 of each. So draw in. So this is just going to get a little bit more of a stretch into the spine. Obviously, if your knees are not comfortable like this, you can always just take the bottom back a little bit more and do the same movement in the spine. Good. 1 more time. Round the back and arch the back. Good. Okay. We're going to sit down now. So just turn around, whatever way you want to face. I'm going to face this way today. And then just have your feet at the end of the mat. We're going to hold on to the back of the legs. So we're going to do a few half roll downs just to warm up the spine again a little bit more. And then we'll come into a full roll down and then into 100. So sit tall first of all. Okay, so I want you to focus on rounding the spine as we draw back. So you're going to hold on to the thighs the whole time. You're going to exhale and just round the low back and come back so you're in a scooped pelvis position. And then I want you to try and keep this roundness in the spine. Come forward in the rounded position, bring the head towards the knees, and then straighten up tall through the spine. Let's go again. Exhale, round back. So as far as you can while you're still holding on. Try and keep your feet flat on the floor if you can. And then keep the scoop in the belly, the roundness in the spine as you come forwards. And then sit tall. 2 more. Exhale, round back. This should feel really nice on the spine. Keep the scoop in the round. And then sit up nice and slowly, section by section of the spine. 1 last time. Exhale, roll forwards. Inhale, come up. Now this time we're going to change it up slightly. So make sure you've got enough room behind you to roll all the way down. So we're going to go halfway and hold. Now we're going to take our hands away from our thighs and just reach the hands out. Now I want you to lower down 1 inch. Good. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Lower down 1 more inch. 3, 2, 1. Lower down 1 more inch if you can. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and then all the way down. Woo. Shaking. Okay, so we're flat on the floor now. We can rest a little bit just for a second. Just have the knees in and just circle them around 1 way and then the other. Good. Okay, so we're going to bring our feet back to the floor. We're going to bring the feet and the knees together and take the arms out to the side of you, palms pushing down towards the floor. Now we're going to bring our legs over to the right and turn the head to the left. Keep the knees together. Exhale, pull back through the ribs, low back and pelvis. Back to center. Legs go to the left. Head goes to the right. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, pull back. Good. Couple more here. Just warming up through the spine, a little bit of rotation. So turn your head the opposite way. That's going to increase the stretch. And back. Exhale. Inhale over. Legs to the left, head to the right. Pushing down on the palms, keeping the shoulders on the floor. And back. One more time each way. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, draw back through the ribs. Last one. And then back to center. Perfect. Okay. So bringing the hands back to the side of the hips now. We're going to just warm up the legs a little bit. So I want you to think about pointing the toes as you reach the leg away. Okay, and then we're going to scoop and flex the foot to bring the leg back up. Then we're going to point. So we're doing a little bit of a bicycle, one-legged bicycle here. Point the toes, flex as you lift up. So the opposite leg's just staying relaxed, or you can extend it if you want to. So you've got one leg moving, one leg pushed down into the floor. Now we're going to go the other way. So we're going to push down with the leg, point the toes and draw the leg back into the chest. Reach up, flex, and down. Good. Keep it going. One more here. Then we change legs. Okay, bring the other leg in. Scoop it up. Push it down. Doesn't matter which way you go first. We'll just change halfway through. So single leg bicycle forward and then backwards. Really imagine that you're pushing into a pedal with that foot as you flex. One more in this direction. We're going to go the other way. So back, flex to lift up, point, slide along the mat. Keep pushing the leg that's on the floor down into the floor to keep nice and still. Breathing normally here. One more. Good. And then bring that foot back to the floor. Bring the other foot to meet it. Excuse me. Definitely got a frog in there today. Okay, so now we're going to do some shoulder bridges. So we want to bring the feet a little bit closer to the bottom so that we can push up, but not so close that your knees are squashed or uncomfortable. Okay, so we're going to slowly peel up on the first one and back down just to warm up. So slowly peel away, tuck in the pelvis, lifting from the lower back and then coming up a little bit higher. So first shoulder bridge is always a little bit stiff. That's okay. Inhale at the top and then exhale, slowly come down. Good, let's go again. Exhale, peel the spine away. Push evenly into all four corners of the feet. Once you're at the top there, we're going to take the arms up and back. Oops, I've got a sofa in the way. And then we're going to exhale, bring the arms back. And then on the next exhale, the hips slowly come down. Top of the spine first. Good, let's go again. I'm just going to move down slightly so I don't kick anything or hit the sofa. So exhale, slowly peel the spine away. Inhale at the top. Exhale, reach the arms back. Inhale to stay there. Exhale, bring the hands back down, keep the hips lifted. And then on the next exhale, spine comes down section by section. Okay, a little bit more of a challenge now with the legs, or you can stay with this version. So we're going to come up slowly all the way to the top of our shoulder bridge. Bring the hands to your thighs and push down into the thighs. Push the hips up against the hands. Okay, now we're going to take our right hand and put it on the floor. Keep the left hand where it is. We're going to bend the knee in and then straighten the leg. Take it knee to knee. So we're going to bring the right knee to the left knee and back up 3 times. Down and up. Woo, spinning down and up. Bring it back down. Hand comes back to the thigh and push both hips up. Now let's try and keep both hips level. They're going to drop down a little bit, but you've got to really squeeze your glutes to stay up. Left hand comes to the mat now. We lift the left leg in and up. Getting ready to bring the leg to the knee and back up. Knee to knee and back. Knee to knee one last time and back. Bend the knee, place the foot down, hands come back to the thighs, squeeze the hips up. Hold it there for 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. and then release the hands, and on your next exhale, whenever it happens, slowly release down all the way, and then just hug those knees in. So that's going to have opened up and woken up the back of the legs and the hips. I'm feeling that. Okay, so we're now going to come up to rolling and those kinds of movements. So you can either turn onto your side and come up, or you can roll up to seated. So we're going to try rolling like a ball first. So if you don't have padding behind you now, just put some there, maybe double over your mat. So sitting at the end of your mat, we always have the option not to roll. Remember, you can always just hold in the balance. So feet quite close to your bottom, squeeze them in as much as you can, holding onto your ankles for the first few, and then we're going to change it slightly. So you need to have your back nice and rounded, scoop the belly in and up, getting ready to roll back. So feet come off the floor, you can just hold here and balance, or you can roll. If you're rolling, tuck the chin down, look towards your belly, and then inhale, exhale. Hold at the top. Your ribs are your brakes. So think about drawing into your ribs as you come up and hold. Inhale back, exhale up. Whoop, put those brakes on. Okay, one more time like this. Make sure your chin is tucked down so that your neck is rounded. Okay, now you're going to make two little cups with your hands, like this, and place your heels in the cups. Okay, so now we're going to push down into the cups. Try and do the same movement, but keep your feet in those cups. Press evenly on both sides. Chin comes down, or you can just balance here if you don't want to roll. Otherwise, let's go for it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, same thing. Exhale. Woo. And inhale. And exhale, coming up. Okay, so if you notice that you're pushing down maybe on one side a little bit more than the other, you just got to try and even out. Okay, let the feet come down. We're going to take a full roll down now. So we're going to extend the legs fully. Make sure you have enough room to roll down. So we're going to reach the arms back, in front of us, sorry, not back. And then exhale, draw the belly back. Slowly roll down for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax it down. Okay, we're going to come back up again. We're going to try and do this 3 times. So all the way up and all the way down. So we're going to inhale, squeeze the legs together if they're not already. Exhale, look up. Keep exhaling, keep drawing the belly in, and roll back up to seated. You can take a little stretch forward if that feels good and you want to stretch into the back of the legs, and then come back up to a straight spine. Inhale, exhale, slowly down again. So try and release one section of it at a time of your spine down to the mat. Try and make it precise, slow and controlled. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale again. Squeeze legs, squeeze knees, squeeze glutes. Good, that's going to help you come up. Perfect. Nice and tall. Let's go again. Exhale. And one more time all the way up. Lifting the arms up first, follow the hands with the eyes. Good, come all the way up and sit super tall, and then relax the arms. Okay, we're going to spine stretch forward because we're already in the right position. I'm just going to shift my bottom back a bit so that I'm sitting on the mat and you can see. So your legs are stretched out in front of you, or you can bend the knees if you can't sit tall with your legs like this. Whatever gets you into a straight spine position. So we sit right on top of our sitting bones and our arms are reaching out just to shoulder height. We're going to inhale, grow through the crown of the head, super long in the spine, and then exhale, nod the chin forward, round over that imaginary beach ball. So your belly goes back behind you and you're rounding, you're trying to touch your head down to the sand. Just imagine we're on a nice beach here. And then roll back up. Inhaling. 4 more. Exhale, nod the chin forward, round, draw the belly back. You're rounding over that beach ball. And then inhale, come back up. Now only go as far forward as you feel comfortable in your spine, guys. Don't want any kind of pulling or pain. It should feel like a nice stretch. Let's go again. Exhale. And around. Good. Come all the way back up. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, nod the chin. This should feel really good for your spine. It's a bit challenging if you're quite tight in those muscles that support the spine, but all good to get them moving, right? Okay, so let's come down onto our side. We're going to do a little bit more spine opening now. So we're going to have our feet in line with our bottom, our knees are bent about 45 degrees. And we're going to have our hands behind our head, interlinked. And then our elbows are going to come forward like this. So we're kind of laying on one arm and the other elbows on top of our head. And we're going to keep our knees really close together. So try not to let one slide back or forward here. Try and just keep them where they are, but don't exert lots of tension over it. Just keep them where they are, okay? So we're going to open our top arm. We're going to follow our elbow with our eyes as far back as you can. Inhaling and exhaling to close. So first one quite slow. Now we can go a little bit faster. Not too fast though. Inhale, open, follow your elbow with your eyes. You should feel stretching the side of the ribs. And exhale back. One more time like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, slowly back. Just make sure you're following your elbow with your eyes. Now we're going to extend the arms. So one hand on top of the hand. The head relaxed down. It's not the most comfortable position in the world, but we were not here for very long, so let's not worry about it too much. Okay, so we're going to inhale. This time we follow the hand with the eyes. So we're inhaling, following the arm back. It will only go as far back as our ribs will allow. So try not to kind of get the hand to the floor. It's not really the point. And then back, exhaling, unless you're super, super flexible. And really open in the ribs. Inhale, follow the hand back again. Just 3 times each variation here. So you'll feel it here in the side body. And then exhale one more time. Oh, it's raining outside. What a surprise. Inhale. And exhale. Oh, that felt stiff today. Okay, we're going to go straight to the other side. Check in with the other side and see how that side is feeling. So remember, feet in line with the bottom, knees bent, one stacked on top of the other, hands behind the head. Okay, so we close the elbows first. Be nice to just rest here, wouldn't it? Okay, inhale, follow the elbow. Let's see how far we can go on this side. Oh, it's a little bit tight today. Exhale back. Just 3 here, and then we'll do the full arm extended version, unless it causes any pain, in which case you can stay with this. And back. Inhale, open, follow that elbow with those eyes. And back. Oh, this is a good one to do because it does really works quite quickly. So if you're really stiff, don't worry, you do a couple of these every day, you'll just get super flexible. Okay, follow that hand now. Inhale back. Exhale forward, no rush. Slow, gradual stretch. Should get a little bit further each time, maybe. Good, keeping those knees together. You can always put a pillow or something between the knees if it feels a bit uncomfortable. And then exhale back. And we are good to go with those ribs and shoulders now. Okay, so we're going to turn onto our backs again. Of course, we can't get out of the hundreds. We have to do that. I know I've mixed up the exercises a bit this week, but we're not escaping the hundreds. Oh no. In fact, we have more of a challenge this week for the hundreds, if you want it. Okay, so we start off with our feet on the floor. We'll progress to our tabletop 90 degrees, and then we can progress to the full leg extension 45 degrees or lower if you want it, okay, all the way through. We start here though. We're going to take the arms back. Before we do anything else, we're just going to have a little tester. So we're going to exhale and lift the head and the shoulders, bring the arms to about waist level, so just where the top of the hips are. Okay, and then we're just going to take it back. Let's do a couple of these little seesaw movements. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, back. Now on this last one, we're going to stay up. So let's exhale and lift up, but don't move your pelvis, okay? Sometimes we kind of tuck our pelvis slightly and push our lower back into the floor. So just make sure that your pelvis is exactly where it is when you're laying down. It's relaxed. It needs to stay still for all of these movements. So we're going to start pumping the arms. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Nice straight arms. No floppiness with the hands. I don't want any waving going on. So we want to keep it nice and strong and steady. Good. Draw the belly in and up. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. If you want, one leg to tabletop. Keep it going. Keep reaching those fingers super long. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other leg comes to join it. Yes, perfect. Keep it going. Keep reaching those arms. No bend in the wrists. No floppiness with those hands. Let's keep them nice and rigid. Okay, if you want to extend the legs, you can. Up higher is easier. Lower is more difficult. Entirely up to you. We're over halfway now, guys. So it's all easy breezy from here. So inhaling and exhaling. Now, if you want this final test for the last 3 sets, not sure I even want to do it now. Okay, squeeze the legs together. We're going to take the arms up in line with the ears and post the hands back. Woo, it's evil. Okay, so it's really working more into the upper abdominals now. Keep it going. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done, whichever option you took. Slowly lower down and just circle the knees around and the other way. That was a little bit nasty of me, I know, but I kind of thought it was a little bit of fun at the time. Okay, we're going to go straight into single leg circle. We're going to stretch the right leg away, hug the left knee in. Okay, you can either do the straight leg version or the bent knee version, wherever your flexibility will let you go. I'm going with the straight leg version today. I'm going to place my palms flat by my hips, draw the belly in and up. Imaginary seatbelt across the hips. Okay, we're going to flex the foot if you have the straight leg version. Can't see my foot, so it's slightly out of camera, I think. And then slightly turn the toes out, just a little. Okay, so we're going to cross the body, bring the foot down, out and back. So inhale across, exhale back and up. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Good. Push down on the right foot. Keep that leg nice and straight. 2 more. I think it's 5 each way, but I always lose count. I don't know why, it's such a small number. And the other way, out to the side, across the body and back. 4 more. Inhale to take it down, exhale to lift it up. 2 more here. And 1. Perfect. Just hug that knee in, slowly release it, push it away. Let's bring that right knee in now. And take your leg option. Okay, so make sure the hips are level. My right hip tends to lift up slightly, so I have to kind of manually move it down. Okay, flex the foot. Let's cross over, down, out, and back. Down, out, and back. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Great, I'm seeing some great circles today. And 1. And then we go the other way. Keep pushing down on the left leg, flex the foot, point the toes to the ceiling. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Okay, feet come back to the floor, give the legs a little shake. Okay, we're going to take our hands, interlace the hands and place them at the base of the head. Keeping the elbows nice and wide. We're going to bring one knee in, the other knee in, extend the legs. Okay, we're going to do lift and lower and corkscrew. We haven't done corkscrew for absolutely ages, so quite looking forward to that. Okay, so we're going to lift our head and our shoulders off of the floor if we can. Draw belly in and up. Squeeze the heels together, toes slightly apart, knees touching if you can. We lower down 10 inches. Inhaling, exhale back to where you started. We have 6 more. Inhale, exhale. So you can go as low as you want to. You can go a little bit further if you want to, as long as your back is not arching, your low back's not arching. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale. Exhale, good. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, corkscrew. Head comes down. Hands are going to come just outside your hips, or you can slightly tuck your hands underneath your hips. That sometimes helps, especially if you have any lower back niggly kind of things going on. I just find it more comfortable, to be honest. So you're going to squeeze the legs together. Now you're going to pretend that this is one leg. So there's no space in between the legs. Now we're going to take the legs down to the right, across, back to the left and up. Yeah, let me go the other way. So down to the left, over to the right and back. Good, keep it going. Right, down and back. Left, down and back. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. Good, keep that control. Left, down and back. Right, down and back. One more to the left and we're done on this. Excellent. Now our legs are already lifted, so we may as well go straight to scissors. So we're going to hold on behind the thigh or the calf if you can reach, or that ankle. You're going to lift your head and your shoulders up. Keep the belly lifted in and up as you lower that other leg down almost to the floor, and then swap. Let's go for it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do one more set just like this, all the hands behind the head for a little bit more of a challenge. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the knees to tabletop. Now we're going to keep the head lifted if you can. You can lower down if your neck is bothering you or your shoulders are bothering you. Now we're going to bring the heels together, toes apart, and bring the knees apart, a bit like a frog. Don't know if frogs actually look like this, but you know, it's kind of the only description I can use. Okay, so we're going to try and lift our head up if we can. We're going to push the legs away and then bring them back in as much as you can. So you can bring them past the hips. Inhale, push away. Exhale, back. You can take the legs higher to make it less challenging, up to the ceiling and back, but keep the heels together, toes apart. Inhale and exhale. Good. 4 more. Inhale and exhale. As you're pushing those heels together, squeeze from your bottom. That's it. Good. And back. Nearly there. Should we do 2 more? Out and back. And 1 more. And back. Now we're going to take the legs back out. You're going to bring the feet back together so they're parallel again. Now the arms come down to the side of you. We're going to try and go into teaser. I know it's a bit of a challenge. So we are going to keep the legs where they are, or if you're really struggling, just take the feet down so the legs are a bit more relaxed. Okay, so they're either here or here. I'm going to try and go for it, but I might not make it. Okay, I'm going to lift the arms up, lift the head and the shoulders, and roll up so that we're in a V shape. If your feet are here, you're here, yeah, okay? Even if your feet are here, you can then test yourself by lifting one leg and then the other, or you hold. Let's roll back down, keep the legs where they are, reach the arms back. We're only doing 3 of these because they are super hard. Let's roll up again. Good, even if your legs are here, that's great still. You're working really hard. Roll back down, 1 more time. Exhale, lift. Hold it here, even if your legs are dropping, that's fine. And then roll down 1 more time and take a full body stretch. Whew, that was challenging. That's probably the most challenging part of the class. Now we're going to move on to our side lying series of movements. So a little bit less intense, but maybe not for the glutes. Okay, so we're going to lay on our side. Line yourself up with the back of the mat. And then you're going to bring your feet a little bit forward. They might not be as far forward as they normally are, so not necessarily all the way towards the front of the mat, just where it feels where you can hold yourself in a nice stacked position, nice level hips. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is going to lift our top leg and then lift the bottom leg to meet it, and then bring the bottom leg down and the top leg down. So if it feels more comfortable to lay out on your arm, please do that. Same thing. So top leg lifts, bottom leg lifts, bottom leg lowers, top leg lowers. Nice and simple and effective. Okay, 1 more like this. Slow. And now we're going to lift top leg, bottom leg, and knock the 2 legs together. So pretty fast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Good. Okay, now we're going to drop that
the top leg to the front, just with the shin on the floor. This is all about inner thighs now. So our bottom leg is going to lift up. Nice and slow and as high as you can. Lower down, we just do 6 of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We hold up on that last one and we're going to circle here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. 10, 9, 8. It might not be huge, but keep circling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's probably burning though. Okay, so stretch both legs back where you were. One foot on top of the other, nice and parallel. Now we're going to kick the top leg up as high as you can, really quickly, and then squeeze to lower back down as if you're fighting against resistance. Let's flick it up again and squeeze down. 3 more. Up and squeeze down. 2, squeeze all the way and down. Okay, now our heels are together, our toes are apart. We're going to try and circle, small circles, but try and touch the heels together as if you're trying to strike a match. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now the feet are parallel. We're going to do our kicks forward like we normally do. So pushing down on the bottom foot, kick forwards and back. Pulse, pulse, and back, back. Good. Forward, forward, and back. Keep breathing, however you need to breathe here. Keep belly lifted in and up, minimizing movement of the front and the top of the body. So it's just the leg that's moving, nothing else ideally. 3 more. Kick, kick, and back. Kick, kick, and back. 1 more time. And back. Good. So legs come back together. We're going to turn over onto the other side now. So bring the knees in. Try and keep the feet off the floor if you can. I like that little challenge. Okay, so legs extended out. Head either resting on your hand or on your arm. So that first move that we're going to do is the bottom or the top leg lifting and the bottom leg to meet it. So make sure you've got your fingers, your front hand, top hand on the floor, but not leaning forward into it. So just a light little presence there. Okay, so lift and lift, lower and lower. So your side waist is going to activate as soon as you lift both legs. If it's easier for you to do, take the feet back slightly. Lift and lift, lower and lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Good. 2 more. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Oh, just drop that one down there really flat to the floor there. Okay, now lift, and now we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg down. Perfect. Okay, let's bring the top leg forward. Shin is on the floor, foot is on the floor, relaxed. It's all about the lower inner thigh now. We lift it up and squeeze. And lower. Squeeze and lift. And lower. 1 more. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. 2 more, is it? Good. And lift. And lower. Now we're going to lift it and hold it there and make those lovely circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. I know this is hard. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Give those legs a little shake. Okay, we're going to bring the legs back, one foot on top of the other, knees stacked. We're going to flick the leg up, top leg up, and then squeeze against resistance to lower back down. Try and keep the hips still. Lift up and flex the foot down. Good. Flick it up and all the way down. Flick and lift and all the way down. Let's do 1 more for luck. lift, and down. Bring those heels together, toes apart. Remember, small circles, heels touching, ideally 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we have that sideline kick. So bring that top leg to hip height. Squeeze both sides of your bottom just gently to keep everything still, and kick forwards and back. Pulse, 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 pulse. Kick it and flick it. Good. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Keep it going. Couple more here. Keep pushing down on the foot that's on the floor. Keeping everything still and stable. Almost there, guys. We've only got about 10 minutes left of the class. We're through the hard work. 2 more times. And back. And forwards. And back. Okay, let's turn onto our front and do some front lying work now. So we're going to do single leg kick, double leg kick, swimming, and a little bit of upper back activation. So we're going to come up onto our elbows for single leg kick. Bring the legs as close as you can together. Lift belly in and up. Keep the head lifted and the shoulders drawn back and down. Okay, so we're going to kick 2 times with the left leg. Then change to the right. Kick, kick, and kick, kick. Good. Kick, 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 kick. Keep belly lifted in and up. Hips evenly pressed down onto the floor. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Now double leg kick time. Let's turn onto our right side, or whichever side you can see the screen on first. So we're going to do this 6 times. Hands come behind, grab hold of one hand, whichever one. Elbows down, squeeze legs together. So we turn our head the other way each time. So we're going to do 3 on the right cheek, 3 on the left cheek, face cheek, obviously. Okay, so we're going to squeeze the legs together, kick 3 times. And then the feet come down and we lift up and reach as far back as we can with those hands. That goes the other way, relax down, we kick 3, 2, 1, feet down, head, chest, lift. We only have 4 more to go. Right cheek, kick 3, 2, 1, feet down, reach back as far as you can, guys. Turn the other way, kick 3, 2, 1, feet go down, head and chest lift. Last 2, kick 3, 2, 1, and reach it back. Last one, kick 3, 2, 1, feet down and reach back as far as you can. Stay lifted, keep belly in and up, keep breathing. Good, and then relax down. Just give your hips a little shift from side to side, just if they feel they need a little stretch. And move straight into swimming. So I'm just going to move back slightly. We've got a little room for the arms. Okay, so we're going to float our arms off of the floor first. So bottom rib is still down. We're going to look down at the mat, float our arms up. Now we're going to lift left leg, right arm. Slowly lift left arm, right leg. And 2 more slow. So opposite side, arm and leg, not same side. Good. Now we're going to go a little bit faster with both legs and arms lifted. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do 1 more set. Think about lengthening the arms and the legs as much as you can. No bend behind that knee. And lift 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Rest down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself back into your rest position. So feet together, knees apart. Sit back and give your back a little stretch. You deserve it. So we've worked pretty hard so far. We're going to have a few little stretches. And then we're done. Okay, so we're going to do a side stretch now. And we're going to do it on our knees. Now, if for any reason this is uncomfortable on your knees, you could always do it sitting in a chair, or you could probably do the same standing, or you can do it sitting, but it's not as easy for you to stretch your back when you're sitting, especially if you've got tight hamstrings or anything like that. So I would ideally be on your knees or standing. Just realised I've chopped the top of my head off, so I'm just going to have to, whoops, move. Okay, so you're not going to get anything below the waist here now, but it's probably better that way. Okay, so we're on our knees are hip distance, they're right underneath our hips, and you can always put something underneath your knees if your knees are uncomfortable. Okay, so we're going to take our right arm up, so there's in line with our ear. Imagine that you're in between two panes of glass, one in front, one behind, and as we stretch over, we want to make sure that we're not twisting. So we're going to have a nice straight stretch up and over. So we're going to reach up. This opposite arm is going to reach down towards the floor and slide along the thigh, and just see how far you go. So first one's obviously going to be a little bit stiff. See how far you get. We're going to aim to get to the floor. We might not get there, doesn't matter. And then just reach up to come back. Let's swap sides. So now I've got my left arm up. Doesn't matter which one you're doing first. We're going to do about 3 or 4 each side. So we're going to slide down. Now this side for me is much tighter. I can see that my hand is nowhere near where it was on my other side. So this means I've got to do an extra one on this side at the end. Oh, it's so much tighter. And then back up. This is quite a revealing stretch. Where are we tight in our side waist and our lower back? So reach up again, change sides, slide that hand down, see where you get to. You might get a little bit further this time. Don't worry if you don't. And then reach back up. Whew. These stretches are harder than some of the exercises we've done. Okay, reaching up, slide that hand down. Try and breathe as much as you can. The breath should help release any tight muscles, of which I have many on this side. Good, and then back. So we're going to do one more each side, and then you're going to add on an extra one on your tightest side, unless you don't have a tight. Oh, almost. I'm almost touching the floor on this one. You might not believe me because you can't see it. How close are you to the floor, guys? Are you touching the floor? Come all the way back up. One more time, and then we're going to add on the extra one. Keep breathing, especially on that tight side. Natural to want to hold your breath when you're struggling. Oh. Okay, and then back to center. Let's just roll the shoulders a couple of times, and then let's just have one final stretch to whoever's got a tighter side. If you don't, you can take a little rest right now. It's definitely one side that's not as free as the other. Good. Okay, and then back to center, and then let's just come back to the mat. I'm just going to move the camera back again now. Highly technical. So we're going to come back to the floor, but we're not going to lay down, unfortunately. We're going to have one little final exercise. So we're either going to stretch the legs out and lift up like this with both legs, or we're going to take the single leg version, do it twice, or you can be in the box position, both feet flat on the floor, knees bent, and lift up here twice. So it's up to you where you want to be. If you do the full leg version, there will be the leg lift option, which I might try, but I'm in a bit of pain today because I've done lots of exercises this week. Okay, so we're going to stretch the leg out for double leg version, here for single. Okay, so hands, either fingers pointing out to the side or pointing towards your body, whatever feels good for you. Bend the elbows slightly, look up towards the ceiling, and then squeeze the bottom and lift and hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lower down. Just take a little rest, rotate the wrists one way and then the other. So we're going to go one more time. If you want the leg pull, I'm going to go for it. So you can come with me if you want to on the double leg, or you can swap legs and do the other side. So we're going to squeeze up and hold. We're going to lift right leg and down, left leg and down. Try and keep those hips up. Kick and kick. One more time each side, left and right. Lower those hips. Take a little stretch forward. You can always bend your knees and have a rounded stretch forward or over straight legs, whatever feels good for you. This is right for me now. Okay, so just breathe and relax in the stretch, forward fold. So we're stretching the back of the legs possibly, depending on where they are. I'm going to take 2 full breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to slowly come up 1 vertebrae at a time. So lower back first, middle back, upper back, sitting against that brick wall behind you as tall as you can. Give the legs a shake. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. And we're done. Give yourselves a clap. Well done. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you had a good class. Let me know if you have any comments at the end or questions, or just tell me what you thought. And see you next week, hopefully. Take care and have a good week. Thank you again for joining me.